Hey guys, it's Julie from Plan to Create, and I have to eat my words. I don't know if you guys saw my last video. It was my February flip through video. So I'm flipping through my current journal pages, flipping through my planner, and in that video, I was a little bit of a crabby pants. I was kind of like, I don't want to commit to decorating my planner in the future, and it did feel like a weight on me last month that I didn't deliver. But I kid you not, as soon as I was done filming that video, I glanced down at my desk. I saw all the cute little March stickers that I had kind of laid out in mind for this month, and I just went crazy. I just went to town. And I did turn the camera on, so I'm going to bring you guys along for that process. I hope that you will see that I did have my plans primarily worked out. So you're not going to see a plan with me video in the sense like I'm probably not going to walk you through my schedule per se. That is a hard step for me. I had to literally take my planner to like the dining room this past week and just focus because I get super distracted by anything cute and colorful on my desk here. The idea of like trying to walk you guys through that process with me is pretty laborious. And I also want to be able to write things down into my planner months ahead. So I don't want to have to wait for the camera. It's too much to make that happen. What I can do is I can plan in my planner using all neutral colors and the things that I normally do. And then the month of, when it's time to sprinkle a little bit of my crafty capsule on the pages, well, that's the fun part, and I can bring you guys along for that. So I hope that you think it's fun too. I hope you enjoy the video, and I appreciate you being here. Okay, one of my deal breakers when I'm looking at a planner or selecting a planner is a sidebar. I want a sidebar on the left and a Monday start. Thank you very much. And the reason why a sidebar is important to me is because I have really come to love decorating my sidebars. I feel like this is a safe place. I'm not going to later need to add an appointment. I don't keep a to-do list down the side. I do a lot of my to-do listing on my phone. So this is just a really safe place, and it's amazing how much color and life it can bring by just adding a simple sticker here on the sidebar. It brings a lot of interest to my pages, but again, it's safe, and that's so important to me. So you're going to see the creative kit for March's Cocoa Daisy kits had these little washi stickers that came in a booklet. I took it apart almost immediately, and I'm just throwing those guys on, and they're perfect. I feel like they're just like the perfect addition. They add a little punch, and I love nothing more than flipping through my pages and seeing each of them there on the left. You're going to notice that I went ahead and stamped all of the week numbers on each of those boxes. Part of why I chose each sticker is because I knew that they would be able to house the little week number in some capacity. So I used Hiba Alcibi's Mark My Day and added those in. And then you're going to notice too, I think I point out, yes, this sticker and one other in the middle of the week. I went ahead and threw those in because those are going to be travel days. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on an airplane, and I want to go ahead and make a little list of the tasks that I can do on my laptop while I am flying. I think it's like a 6-hour trip all in all in the air, so might as well make use of that time, right? So if I can get a bunch of videos filmed and then I can edit them on the plane, that'll be amazing. Did I mention that I like to flip through my pages? You guys, I think I do it 900 times in this video footage, but I'm kind of leaving it because now it's just a joke. I'm also going to forewarn you that I jump around from week to month to all over the place, and that is very much how I create. I set up my whole planner in February and brought you guys along for the functional process, so that part I can toe a pretty straight line. But once it comes to stickers and everything else, oh my gosh, there are no rules. I just see what catches my eye. I find a place for it. So here we are working on the monthly. And my advice here is to take one of your favorite stickers, one of your favorite elements, and place it in your monthly pages because these are the ones that ideally you're going to refer back to throughout the whole month, not just for 1 week's time. This hot air balloon obviously caught my eye. I feel like it filled the space well for me, and I was thinking of including that little March sticker, but it didn't quite work in. So now I'm looking for some other things. I didn't want the hot air balloon to be all by itself. So I select this tree, and then I felt like the stem was just a little bit too long, so I trim that off ever so slightly and go ahead and place it here. And if at this point you are, kind of questioning my judgment, please know you are not alone. I as well am 100% questioning my judgment right now. You're not. I will handle this later. It will find a different home. But that's why I love these stickers, the PET stickers. You can peel them up and out so easily. They are so adjustable. Now I'm looking for a little bird, and I just want one that is facing inwards, I guess. So I'm grabbing this little pink guy from the journaling kit stickers, and we're going to throw him in the mix. I swear that I could use every one of these stickers like on one page. I love them, and I'm trying to kind of space it out, but the little cloud catches my eye, so I throw it up there kind of under March to the left of the hot air balloon. And now you're going to notice I'm starting to take some of my sticky notes off of my monthly spread and to put them towards the weeks. A couple of weeks ago, I sat down and I mapped out all of the videos that I wanted to produce for March. You'll see them over on Sunday there. And then I took a different color sticky tab, the blue ones, and I decided like when are the best days for me to film. I'm going to be traveling a little bit this month. I just have some obstacles to work around, and instead of just waiting for the day of and being like, oh no, what am I going to do? I mapped it all out. I think I made a plan, picked the best days to film. Whether I follow it 100% or not, time will tell. But it feels good to have a plan, and it feels good to get all those sticky notes off my monthly so I can have a little bit more breathing room. Okay, let's go back and address that tree. I decided very quickly, like it just wasn't in balance. It wasn't working for me. We will be in Alaska for a while this month. So I was like, oh, while I'm in Alaska, let's throw the big tree up there. And I decided to place it here in between the two columns. So I can still make lists in those open spaces, but it can go there. So that's another trick for like pre-planning. Again, I don't normally put stickers down like that, but I feel like I do have some little spaces that I can squeeze them where I don't think that they're going to be too much in the way. Meanwhile, I still am wanting more of a grouping up here with the hot air balloon. So this is totally fussy. Again, like probably a lot more than I should necessarily be pouring into my planner decoration. But I wanted to have like a little element, which I'm pulling out this rub on with just a slight pattern. And it's just purpose is just to kind of pair or like combine the hot air balloon and the bird so that they're all not just floating independently. I wanted them to kind of feel connected. So I mentioned already how easy those pets tape stickers are to work with. I peel up the hot air balloon, pull it back, go ahead and put the rub on, and then I can just put the sticker back down. No problem. Same thing goes for the little bird, really. He's going to go back on. He peeled off, and that's kind of that washi material, the PET tape material. Highly prefer that. I love when stickers are slightly repositionable because I rarely put something down in the right spot the first time. Okay, naturally, let's jump to the last week of March from the monthly. And looking at that happy spring sticker, I noticed kind of that type of flower that was coming up the left side of the sticker. And I thought, ooh, I think there's some other ones like that throughout the kits. So I got this one from the journaling kit to just kind of take that same pattern and take it all the way up. And then I found this other one here, and I'm going to go ahead and add it on the page as well, just to kind of help bring that same repeated pattern to more than one spot. Then the best part is I find this cute little cat, and he just nestles up into those flowers perfectly, and I think this might be just my favorite page because of that. I'm pointing out some more pink that I could always choose to add later because I've obviously chosen to highlight some pink stuff, but super happy with the way that's working out. And let's move on to week 12. Now, I don't have to fill every centimeter, every millimeter of that sidebar, but obviously I feel like that space up there could be used with some cute stickers, and clouds are normally up high above houses. So I go ahead and grab some clouds. I grab some raindrops, thinking in my mind like, oh, we're going to be in Alaska. Good chance it'll be raining. I'm so out of touch. It's like literally 1 degrees right now and full of snow. So that's kind of funny. In the spirit of, hey, let's use every single one of these little washi stickers in your planner this month, and go ahead and divvy out this page into 4 sections. I'm using my Tombow N89, my light gray marker, super forgiving, and then I'm just going to stick one of these little washi stickers here in every section just for kicks, literally just because they're cute and I want to just have them appear on my pages. And then I'm going to assign each section will be like a video, and I can just jot some notes, some progress, any ideas that I need to track while I'm preparing to film, or if I'm trying to script out some ideas. It's just a really nice spot for me to take some notes. I did trim each of these stickers down a smidget just so that there would be a little bit of breathing room between them. I didn't want them to look like one long sticker. I wanted them to be separated into sections. So there's space in each of those to take a little carving off the ends. So I'm just doing that here. And it's just cute. It's literally just for funsies, just to have a cute page that catches my attention as I'm flipping through my pages, which I think we all know I like to do. So already, like, this is looking really great. I love the neutrality of like my plans, but then a little bit of stickering to just kind of draw some life. I set up a little bit of a tracking system here on my monthly pages in January, and so far it's been working well. So I'm just repeating that same system here. I track like 4 things in these stickers from the planner spot up here kind of on the middle, and then at the bottom I track my stats for like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. But most importantly, we find a spot for this cute little yellow bird after much deliberation. This Catherine Pooler hot tub ink is my current favorite. I would use it every month if I could. So I select it to stamp out my social media icons and just think the pages come together really nicely. While I do love that those stickers stay within the sidebar, I'm also okay if they venture into Monday a little bit sometimes. So I am going to select this cute little banner sticker and I'm gonna go ahead and let it come over into Monday. Nothing that I can't work around there. I'm fussing with my filming. I have two different systems here. So I have the blue sticky notes, I have the filming circle dot. We'll see which one wins out in the end. Okay, now we're going to bounce back to the March overview page. I usually white out their topics because they just don't quite relate to me and what I'm trying to do here in my planner. And I don't know if I have strong things that I want to include here, but I know I don't use theirs. So I'm just going to come through, white these out, and then I'm going to just cover them with some little jagged washi strips just to, again, just be colorful. This is kind of form over function, I would say, just because I don't have a strong function for this page yet. So then that gives me a little bit of wiggle room to play. Once we're done with that, let's flip, shall we? But that's what I do. I flip through my pages, see kind of if there's a spot that catches my eye, and I notice all that open space at the bottom there, and it could be left alone. It would be 100% fine, but I'm eyeballing a washi that I have sitting out on my desk, and I think, maybe I could try that. Just bring a little bit of that color down since it's basically April that week, so I'm not necessarily needing to track anything or plan for anything. So I go ahead and throw this washi down. This is an old one. I believe it's from Studio Calico. And I think Camille, you said that you had set it aside as well for the month of March because the colors kind of worked. So it'd be fun to see if anyone else is using this one this month with the kit. But just always trying to take things. If I've kept this washi for that many years, I might as well stick it on some pages, right? I want to see it and see it put to use. So I thought that that turned out nice and kind of balances out the little birdie from up top. The Cocoa Daisy stationery kit always has a little sheet. I think you can see it there between my hands, and it includes several options for days of the week. And so while I don't necessarily find this to be necessary, it's again just kind of one of those things like, well, hey, I have these stickers, I might as well find some homes for them. And next up, you're going to have another example of me going beyond the sidebar. This is scary territory, you guys, but ultimately I see the sticker. It's one of the vellum stickers from the stationery kit, and I think it's really pretty. It definitely ties in the colors and the flowers that I have going on the left. So here's my little tip and trick is I would just put it in between the two columns so I can still have some writing room on Saturday, still have some writing room on Sunday. Not all is lost. I haven't absolutely ruined any plans or any chance of plans at 5 o'clock on Sunday. I'm totally joking. That's my trick. Stick it in the middle of the margin. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, here is where I just get carried away. I buy these little scalloped stickers and start to get kind of clever. And while not all is lost, it's like this is probably something that I feel like is above and beyond what I really need to do in my planner. I'm literally just getting kind of swept up in the excitement of using my supplies right now. And so I create these little to do, to buy header stickers. I don't know, they're fine, but they also kind of annoy me later. So, in the spirit of full transparency, I think I went too far. Since I have basically committed to a little bit of orange on this page, I grab my mild vermilion mild liner and go ahead and make some of my little tracking marks and to-do list marks. I'm glad that I added the color in this way. I think it does help it pop. I think in the month of February I did all the just gray. I didn't venture into color. So this is kind of fun. It definitely pops, and I'll at least try it out this week, and if it doesn't bug me, I'll keep going. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it, but your girl likes some sticky notes. It's just such a nice way for me to jot down something in preparation. I am getting better about writing things directly to my pages, but this is just such a safe way to start it out. So as I'm flipping through my pages, I'm kind of eyeballing, the decoration, but then I also spot that sticky note right there. And I realize, why do I have that? I can just write it down here in my to-do list section, which I know where that is. So I go ahead and I jot these things down, but in the perfect distrust of myself, just in case I don't get all of these things done while we're in Alaska. It's kind of a thing, like a list of things that I'd like to do while we're in Alaska, but some of it is geared towards just summertime and once we arrive up there for good. So I'm also going to move that little list over to May because that's when I get back up there for a more solid stretch. And just in case there's anything left over, then I can revisit. So that's my plan. And then I do come through here on week 11 and use my mud liner to jot down kind of some little dots for my lists. And I think, oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I do my social media spot checklist so I can just add my little sticker or check when I have completed something. Same thing for workouts at the top. Okay, and then it's just time for one final check through, flip through, to just make sure that everything is the way I want it to start out the month. Of course, I will come back and add a lot more throughout the month. And then I eye those stickers from the planner spot and remember, ooh, I want to do my videos on those kind of tealy colored stickers. So I'll probably stamp out a YouTube icon and then I can mark that on the days where I get my videos up. So I'm going to go ahead and add that up to my front pocket. And I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but I do have a little clear pocket there on my cover and I just keep my most used stickers there, so they're really handy. Go ahead and add that one to the group. And then you see a glimpse here of April, which is crazy, just like we started March, but it will get all gussied up. And here's the final peek at all the pages. Thanks you guys for joining me for this video. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you have not yet, please subscribe. I hope you have a chance to do something creative today. And until the next video, take care.